This is going to look at the Wintercraft seed in the new 1.18 snapshot. And I'm not saving anything, so I don't need to back it up. But this is the world spawn, which is slightly to the southeast, I believe, of 00. Let's have a look at the F3 screen. Yeah, 124.219. I think we spawned in slightly northwest of 00 previously, but the terrain is completely different, of course. And over there you can see the villager tower, and there's a village over there. These meadows are lovely. You tend to only get one or two types of flower, usually, although actually I can see quite a few here. Lots of these blue orchids, which normally up to now have only been found in swamp biomes. But these meadows are gorgeous. Like high alpine meadows in the Swiss Alps. I've already put myself in spectator mode and given myself permanent night vision effect. But it's interesting how all these biomes kind of mash together. And then we'll shortly see a three-dimensional view of it as well. So up here we can have, what's this biome called? This is dark forest, that's it. I was going to say dark woodland for a minute. But underneath might be lush caves, or some such, or dripstone caves, or so on. I've also set the time to stay at 6 o'clock in the morning and turn fire tick off so that we can have a good look round. And actually with this new terrain it seems more natural when you do come across these caves. So they're not completely cutting everything up like they are in 1.17 and earlier. Let's have a look underneath. I've tweaked Patrick's ore models so that I can keep the crystals, and I added them to the deep slate varieties as well. This might not be far off where, at least in terms of coordinates, we would have spawned in 1.17 and earlier. Very lush caves underneath the birch forest by the looks of it. And then you get little bits of jungle splattered in the middle. It's quite funny. Or little bits of mesa. Yes, the terrain's totally different, but these are quite amazing sort of you suddenly get these massive drops down into the caves. And as I understand it now, mobs can't spawn in light levels above 0. So they have to, the block light level has to be 0. So that's a block light level of 3, so nothing would spawn on there. I think slimes are an exception, and I think in the nether, blazes will still spawn at light levels below 11. Amazing. Wonderful. Look at that. Just seeing greenery underground is really impressive. And then these glowberries just above a lake of lava. That's perfectly natural. And of course you get the occasional geode. I have of course noticed, again this is only a snapshot, but I have noticed that spawner rooms are very rare. Having said that, most spawners you come across tend to be of the spider variety I seem to have noticed. You get the zombie and skeleton spawners as well, of course, but for some reason it seems mostly spiders. Not that it'll be a problem getting bones and armour and stuff, because there'll be so many dark places where skeletons can spawn. Places like this, for example, where you'd be running around dodging arrows all the time. And these dripstone caves, they're gorgeous. I mean, this is perhaps not the best example, but this is a bit more like it. And these aquifers, very nice. I'm just going to teleport to where my original base used to be in this world seed before 1.17. And it's a lovely meadow, massive cave. Dripstone, not dripstone, but I mean lush cave, that's it. And these are going to probably be quite peaceful caves because of all the light. Relatively peaceful anyway. Plenty of alliums and cornflower if you're looking for these flowers. And then just a little bit further, here we are, there's a nice little flower forest bit, which because of all the flowers is probably my favourite biome to build in. at least to build a base in. And these cliffs, very impressive. Be interesting to see how Mojang managed to seamlessly stitch in the Forever Worlds into this terrain generation. How are they going to make it compatible so that the chunk boundaries don't look all blocky? Interestingly enough, on a different seed, I did recognise or discover that when you do sometimes get big flat walls like this, if they extend anywhere higher or lower and make more of a flat wall, there's a slim chance that behind that it might be hiding something like a stronghold. Because I think that for most stronghold blocks they have to try and cover the stronghold up with normal stone and things. And I shall probably leave it there because I'm being called to do IRL stuff. Ooh, lots of spawners here that you could make into a farm. Yes, much to explore. It looks like it's going to be a very exciting series of snapshots. I know all this will change, won't it? Because snapshots have a tendency to change. It's a zombie one. Can't combine it with a spider one though. Well, there we are. How nice. And I shall leave it at that. So I shall pause the video there. Toodaloo.